Holy fuck. Good. Now that YouTube hates me, Dylan Wilson special, this video is fucking amazing. Okay, there's going to be so much value packed in this, and I hope that people are already clicking off because my hook isn't good, because I don't want many people to know about this. Okay, because this is actually too good, and this will change your mindset shift forever. So, this is how I made $1,000-something bucks in 24 hours by not being scared to sell. Okay, so disclaimer: this is intended for specific audiences only. So good. Now it's just us here, and all the dweebs have dwindled off onto their next Iman Gaji video, okay, to hit their dopamine instead of actually getting solid value from videos like this. Let's move on. So this is how I overcame my fear of selling people, which is a fear that you might have that might know or might not know of. Because I know a lot of people, especially my Discord, fear selling people. They get scared to hop on the sales calls. It just brings up so much nerves in them. And I used to be the same way. Okay, I used to hate selling people. I used to hate it. Now I love it, and I'll explain that more later. But first, this overcoming this mindset shift helped me make a fuckload of money. And I don't want to throw fuck you with case studies and Stripe screenshots, so I'll just let it be. You can take my word or you don't. Doesn't matter. But let's take this back a little bit to many moons ago, okay, where I used to hate selling people because, and let me get into the because. Okay, I used to hate selling people because it felt so unnatural. And this might be something you can relate with. Like, holy fuck, yes, Stefan, I hate selling people because it feels so unnatural. And I used to be the same, right? Like, hopping on sales call felt super, there's so much tension between me and the prospect, and it never felt good. It always felt bad. Like, it always felt like awkward and tense and just not normal, right? And so selling and hopping on sales calls became super nervous and it just became something I hated to do because it just felt terrible and I didn't feel good about it. I didn't really know what to do, and it never was something I liked doing. Okay, but after watching one too many Alex Hormozi videos, I realized something, and I came to a huge aha moment. So I'm going to share that with you guys today. So I'm not selling people. I don't sell anymore. Okay. Now, before you say what the fuck, Stefan, let me explain. You see, the point of sales or sales call specifically is not to get the prospect to buy. Rather, it is to get them to decide on the best option for them. Okay, that's from Alex Hormozi. Okay, the point of the sales call is not to get them to buy. Rather, it is to get them to decide on the best option for them. I quite literally, okay, on my very last sales call I took after learning this, okay, I said to the prospect, the very first thing I said is, I don't want you to buy. I said, I know you've been on plenty of sales calls where people try and, push a sale down your throat and make you buy. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm going to sit here and talk with you and see if at the end of this conversation, what I do could benefit you. And then my goal is to help you decide on the best option for you. Okay, so I don't want you to buy. I'm not going to sell you. I'm not going to try to do any weird tactics. We're just going to chat, and if at the end we think we could both mutually benefit from this, then let's do it. Does that sound fair? She said yes. Guess what? Ended up closing her. So, but, okay, I'll get into the whole psychology and a lot more of the value on this, but this is the premise of it. It's like, we shouldn't go into this trying to sell everybody. And a lot of you guys will, because you have a scarcity mindset. There's only a handful of prospects out there. There's only a handful of clients. There's not. You gotta have an abundance mindset. Okay, because in order to get super high up and make a lot of money, you got to have an abundance mindset. The reason why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer is because of their mindset, right? Like, the rich have an abundance mindset that they can make infinite more money, whereas the poor have a limiting mindset that they only can make up to X amount. They have a scarce mindset. Like, they're scared of money, right? Like, money scares them because they don't have a lot of it, right? Fair enough. I understand. Right? But you gotta understand, the more of something you have, it becomes abundant to you. Like, we don't think about breathing every day because there's just an infinite amount of air, or so we hope, right? And so there's an abundance of air, so we don't get scared about it. But when you're underwater drowning, the only thing you care about is getting air. And it's the only thing you want, right? So I hope you guys are kind of getting this analogy I'm making here. It might be a little bit off, but I hope that it kind of hits home for some of you. So the moral of the story is that if what you do is good, like if your service, your offer, your product is actually good, okay, and you have the right intention, with actually helping people, and your goal is to actually help people, okay, you aren't selling, okay? you're helping somebody change their life, and that's worth being paid for. Let's go through it one more time. Okay? If what you do is good and it truly helps people, okay, and you have the right intention, okay, and your goal is to actually help people, and you change lives, and you do things that help people, help them get to where they want to go, help them become a better version of themselves, or help them make more money so they can spend more time with their family, whatever the case is, you're not selling. You're helping somebody change their life. And that's worth being paid for. Okay, because at the end of the day, we're just helping people make a decision. And if you have the right intentions, all you have to do is transfer that belief to the prospect over a bridge of trust. Okay? Like, if you truly, deep down, have good intentions, like you have good intentions and your product is good, then the only thing you have to do on the sales call is first see if you can help them, and then if you can, transfer your belief of 100% certainty that you can help them to the prospect over a bridge of trust that you make with them by building rapport, and then you close the sale. Okay, because, and let's go back for a second, okay, and I want to talk about belief, okay, because belief is literally, that's the whole video. This whole video is about belief. It's all about mindset, right? Like the mindset of us selling people, right? Like this is the mindset behind it, right? It's like if we aren't selling people, it makes life so much easier. Because now instead of hopping on the call going, fuck, I have to close them, it's can I help them? And I can promise you, closing becomes easier, and you also feel better about it too. Because you know deep down you're helping them. Okay? So let's talk a little bit about belief. Okay, belief isn't binary. Okay, binary means like they're combined. It's like one goes up, the other one goes up. That's what binary is. Okay? Belief isn't binary. Okay? What it is, it's to what extent, right? So it's like to what extent does the prospect believe in what we do? And our goal is to make that to the fullest, right? Like our goal is to get our prospect to believe to the fullest extent, right? Like we want them to believe in us and our product and our service to the fullest extent. So it's not do you believe in our product or do you not believe, okay? It's not do you believe you're helping them or do you not believe you're helping them. It's to what extent do you believe you're helping them. We want that to be to the fullest extent, okay? And so if we can make the prospect feel understood, okay, and get them to believe in our solution, it's game over. Let me give you guys an example. Okay, here's the doctor and pills example. Let's say you go to the doctor. You go to the doctor, right? And let's go back to this because we're going to talk about getting them to feel understood and then get them to believe in our solution. Let's say we go to the doctor and we're going to have two doctors, Dr. 1 and Dr. 2. Dr. 1, you come in and say, hey, my head hurts. He says, take these pills right here. Take these ones. They'll work. And you're like, what the fuck? You just close your eyes and pick a random one. How do I know it's going to work? He goes, oh, don't worry. Just trust me. You're going to be like, what the fuck? No. And you're not going to want to take it. Doctor number 2, you say, my head hurts. He says, okay, listen, hold up. Let's backtrack. Do you have a history of your head hurting? What injuries have you had in the past? What sports have you played? Have you ever had this problem arise before? How did you sleep last night? Have you been drinking a lot of water? Did you get sufficient sleep every night? What is your iron deficiency? Let's take a few blood tests. How did you feel this morning when you woke up? Is there anything that happened previously that could result in your head hurting? And asks you a bunch of questions. And at the end he goes, okay, that's starting to make sense. Let me ask you a few more just to hone in. And he asks you a few more personal questions. And he goes, I think I know what it is. He says, here's what it is. It's X, Y, and Z, and if you take these pills right here, it'll solve your problem. Would you take the pills, yes or no? Probably. Would the pills work? Probably. So, if we go back to this, right? If we can make our prospect feel understood and then get them to believe in our solution, it's game over. You'll buy no matter the cost of the pills. You're like, holy fuck, he's going to solve my problem. And so you'll pay whatever the price of your problem is. Right? It's like if you know you're going to die tomorrow, you'd probably pay a lot of money to make sure you wouldn't die. Right? And so therefore, if we don't talk about pricing, you can charge to the extent of the value you provide. Right? And so in direct proportion to the value you provide is the direct proportion to how much you'll get paid. So the more value you provide, the more money you can get paid. Right? But this is a different topic, but just going on the same thing, right? It's like if we can make the prospect feel understood and then really get them to believe in our solution for them, there's no reason why they shouldn't close. Right? Because if they understand that we know their problem and they believe that we can get them the results, why would they not buy? Right? Then it's just a matter of logic. Right? Just like figuring out the logical things. Yada, go from there. So, with this all being said, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the end of the page, but I'm going to go back a little bit more to give you guys a bit more value. So, if we go back to here, right, like, when I said when sales was so weird and I didn't like it. Okay, and when I realized something, the thing I came to a realization of is like, we're all humans. Everybody you sell, everybody you talk to, everybody you DM is all human. And all humans are the same in some regard. Right? We all, like, human psychology has been studied for an ample amount of years. There's a lot of commonalities between us. Right? We all like to talk. We all like to feel understood. We all like money. We all like to breathe, right? We can go on about these stupid little things, but you get the point. And so I think the big realization for me was like, oh my God, I'm just talking to another human. And I know for a fact, if what I was saying before was said to me, I wouldn't close either. Because it's so salesy and it's so wrong. Okay, but the way I go about it now, and the way that I recommend you guys go about it, is talk to people like they're you. Like they're a human being. Like it's a human being talking to another human being. And these two human beings are conversating with each other, and perhaps one of them might be able to help the other one, and then they can mutually benefit. And if you do that, not only will you close more people, sales will become less stressful and way easier. Okay, and if you're wondering how you close more people, just think about it. Just sit down. Let's think about it for a second. The reason why you close more people is because you care less about the sale. And when you're more detached from the sale, you can focus more on your prospects. And when you can focus more on your prospects, you can really help them. And when you help your prospects, you get paid. Okay? So I hope that these 11-ish minutes that you've given to me was worth the time. Okay? I hope that the value I provided was in excess of the 11 minutes of time you gave to me. And I hope that you can take something from this. Because as my friend Alex Newman says, I can't remember the quote. I'll remember it one day. Alex, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. It's something like, learning is only defined as the actions you take as a result of what you learned. It's something like that. I know it's wrong because I know he'll bash me for it, but it's something like that. So it's like, watching this video is great. The next step was implementing this. So I sure hope that you've written down something that you can take and put and implement today into your agency so you can make more money. And ultimately, just help more people. Because that's really what we should be doing, is helping more people. That's what business boils down to, is people helping people. Think about the biggest companies in the world. The reason why they get paid so much is because they help people. You can sit down and think about it, right? You can even think of McDonald's. McDonald's doesn't help people. Yeah, they do. Because when you're hungry and you're out driving around and you want a quick snack that doesn't break the bank, McDonald's solves that problem for you. Okay, so just think of every big company. They do something that helps other people. Now, granted, some people solve problems that are much more, we'll say, impactful, and some don't. But at the end of the day, it's like we're just helping people. And the more you can help someone, right, the more value you can provide to somebody, the bigger of a problem you solve, the more money you'll make. So, hopefully this video is valuable. Leave a comment down below, or join my Discord. Hit me up. Love chatting with you all. And I just hope that you can help more people, and then selfishly make more money. Peace.